We got Joan of Arc, baby. Joan of Arc. Joan of Arc. Joan of Arc. I wonder what they were cheering when she was leading the armies. Joan, Joan, Joan. Well, probably not, you know. Okay, so who is Joan? Saint Joan of Arc was born in 1412. Yes, can I like use a time machine, go back in time and meet her? That would be awesome. She died in 1931. So if you count that up, how old was she? 19 years old when she died. Wow. And on May 30th, in the I don't forgot the date. In 19 some, okay. In the last 100 years, they made her, it's national, actually, May 30th is National Joan of Arc Day in France. That's pretty cool. Pretty darn cool. I don't know when they started it, but it's awesome. Who was she? She was just a peasant girl, a daughter of a farmer. She believed she was acting under divine guidance from God. Ooh. Okay, so we're going to start with her head. She's awesome. You're like, she got a funky haircut. Well, you know what? She didn't do things the same as everybody else in her time. She was like ahead of her time. All right, we got a circle for her head. We're going to start with a circly circle, okay? She's looking this way. She's looking that way. It's going to be where her eyes are. She's got a cute little nose here and a little baby mouth. But we're going to add a chin. So we're adding a chin to her because she's a strong woman. She got a strong chin. Yes. All right, so now we can erase the bottom of that circle. And all of a sudden you're like, okay. And you know what? I'm going to probably bring the nose down now that I can see the whole face. Okay, we're going to try this again. So side of her face, bring it down. All right, I can see a little bit more structure. We're going to actually bring her nose down a little bit and then her mouth right there. Okay, perfect. Love it. We're going to make two little rainbows for her eyes and then giving her two little eyes here. All right, and I'm just giving her a little simple nose here. And a mouth, very simple. I'm just giving her a simple mouth. Eyebrows, simple too. Okay, let's erase the crossbars here. We don't need those. Okay, so for her hair, oh, she does have a little peeping ear. Peekaboo. And then her hair. She had, let's make a little curvatures. Okay, we're making little waves here. Making a little bob. She had a little bob haircut. I told you, she didn't do the same thing as like other girls her age. She was ahead of her time. Okay, here we go. Have a little cute bob haircut. I might make this side, looks like her skull is a little small here. We're gonna make that a little bigger. So if it looks like it needs a bigger head, just bring it out more. Okay, I think that's better. All right, and we're gonna give it some waves. Bring that in there. And we'll give her some more waves. Give her some, I didn't put any waves on this side, but you can put a wave on that other side. All right, Joan. We got Joan's neck. What else do we know? She led the French into war and victory against England, who was trying to take over. England liked to take over everything back then. But a year later, she was captured and was burned alive. Burned at the stake by England. She was burned at the stake. Oh, that's so sad. She was charged with 70, not 7, 70 different crimes. These crimes were theft, witchcraft, and she was charged of wearing men's clothes. Like that was like a crime. That's hilarious, you know. You can't wear the clothes you're wearing. It's a crime. We can burn you at the stake. Anyway, she was burned. Okay, we're going to give her neck piece. Now, her head's looking this way, but her body's looking that way. So this, which I probably should make this kind of scoop down more this way to show off which way she's going, looking. This is like her breastplate here. She's wearing armor, okay? She's got her armor on. But this has this big shoulder. So we're gonna make like a little rainbow here. And then top, bring it down. Okay, we got the rainbow. Connect that. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, now we have the next one. And one more. Okay, her arm's coming out. This is a toughie. Okay, what else do we know about her? Her mom taught her as a youth how to spin clothes, sew, cook, and how to love and serve God. And she spent a lot of her time at church and praying. So I think that might have been like a typical childhood back then. That's what I would say. All right, Joan. Now she's got this armor on this side, so we're gonna just 1, 2, get one more, 3, and then we have her arm coming out here. All right, so she's got lots of this different armor. This, we're gonna make like a V here, and it's gonna go back this way. So it's like almost like positive and a negative. Make this go across. Across. Okay, bring this down. So she's holding a sword, and I did read somewhere that she would lead them to battle, but she kind of like carried a flag, and she was almost like their cheerleader, and she would be like, okay, and she had great, she didn't know anything about war, but somehow she was able to lead them and had great strategies on what to do to get them to win. And so she would be cheering them on, barking out orders, telling them what to do. So I would love to have seen her in action to see what she was doing. This is part of her sword. Okay. So sword, and then we're gonna make this connect. Somehow it doesn't look the same as that, but you know what? It's fine. And I'm gonna get a ruler. Whoa, come here, Mr. Ruler. And I'm going to make my life easier and then ruler it. I kind of did it kind of wrong, but that's okay. That's fine. It's fine, fine, fine. We're gonna see where this is gonna go. We're just gonna start that off there. So we're gonna work over here. All right, so this, and she's holding a banner. In 1920, she was canonized as patron saint of France. Oh, that's why she's Saint Joan of Arc. That is so cool. All right, so now we are going to do her banner. So she's got her little banner. It's got little knobbies here. Inside the banner right here, it looks like it was a cross. Okay, we're gonna, there we go. Perfect. All right, so we're gonna make her banner. We're gonna sketch this out here. Come like this, loop it down. This one's gonna be more straight. And we will bring this down. All right, so part of the banner here. Bring it in, out, in, and this one we're gonna make go down more, and we're gonna make this one come out more. If it's too fast for you, then just like pause it, look at it again. You know what, however flag you do, it's gonna look amazing. So don't worry about my flag. This is just my flag. You could put any symbols and stuff. I kind of just pretend like there's words and a person, so some little biggly bobble stuff there. Okay, so now we're gonna put in the bottom. It's like a spear, javelin, or something. It's gonna fling out. and then it's going to come down and it's going to point. There we go. That looks amazing. Okay, she had several different names in her life. At birth, nobody knows her exact birth name or even her last name. It's kind of a mystery. But some of the names are Jeanette or Joan or Joan de Arc, Jean Moni, I know I'm massacring it, or Joan de Vothan. And one of them was Joan la Poulelle, which means Joan the Maid. She thought, some people thought she was crazy because she would get messages, she said, from ever since she was 13. She said she would get messages from like the Archangel Michael or Saint Catherine, Saint Marguerite. And so people thought, this girl's crazy. But she really believed that she was getting messages from the Lord. And her mission in life was to get Charles VII to take up the throne. So for some reason, they had some kind of like connection. Okay, this is going to be her armor. It's going to come around, come back up. And then we're going to do the 3 layers here. So we got a layer, and this layer is a little different layer. Okay, same thing on this side. Layer, another one. All right, and then you're going to make a lot of swoops here. Swoop. This almost, I think it's like chains. You're just going to be making chains across. Okay, now we're going to do her legs. These are a little challenging. Okay. So we have her one leg, and these are like her knee armor. They look like kind of like stop signs. Here we go. And go out and down, and then more of this knee armor. Oh, the sword's getting in the way. That's okay. We'll make it work. The sword could be behind, not a big deal. And then she's got her foot hanging out down here. Has armor on it too. She was covered in armor. So we're going to go bloop, 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 bloop. And we're going to finish off that sword back there. Let's see. She wasn't the average girl because she cut all of her hair off and she wore men's clothes. And back then, that was not something you did. I mean, is it worth being burned at the stake for that? No. That's a bit ridiculous. But, you know, back in those times, they did things differently. All right, bring that in. All right, there's her leg armor. Now we're going to finish off her other leg. Oof. This was quite the undertaking. All right, now we're going to do her foot. Needs more of a bottom. Okay, that is awesome. Okay, so what I did when I drew her, I've drawn the faces 1,000 times, but when you do the armor, I'm just going to show you. It's not going to look the same to you, Sharpie it. Let's see. Gray. So simple. When you do this, you're just going to press harder on the side, and as you come toward the middle, then you're going to start putting some lines in here. It makes it look more like armor, like it's shiny. So same over here, I'm pressing down a little harder as it comes in. Put little lines in there. And you could do that all the way, the whole thing, after you Sharpie it. So it's pressing harder, come in, lines, and then come in here again. But once you Sharpie it, it's going to look fantastic. And on these ones, you want to do a shadow underneath each one of these. And then this, do all together. Just make lines. Make it look like it's shiny armor. But you guys got this. We'll see you.